All praises be to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakodash. Yahweh being who people call God, Yahweh Shai being who people call Jesus. Double honors to the apostles over the great millstone church and salutations as well to the elder bishops. On down to the rest of you elders and Akim, also the branches hold forth the true word for true life and all true faith and sincerity. So I want to kick this off with this. Psalms 135 and 9. Who sent tokens and wonders into the midst of thee, O Egypt, upon Pharaoh and upon all his servants. Let me read it again. Who sent tokens and wonders into the midst of thee, O Egypt, upon Pharaoh and upon all his servants. So we know the thing that has been is that what shall be, the Lord don't change. You know, we reading here in the past time, the Lord, in ancient Egypt, before he destroyed it, before he delivered, the Israelites, his chosen people, out of it, uh, by the hand of the leaders of Moses and Aharon, by the hand of his prophets, he sent tokens. It says, who sent tokens and wonders into the midst of thee, O Egypt, upon Pharaoh and upon all his servants. And it's going to be the same thing now. All right. So America is obviously modern day Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, but specifically Egypt, modern day Egypt, spiritual Egypt, alluding to Revelation 11 and 8. And with all that being said, this was a token, hence, or before I even say that, it's going to be tokens sent before the Lord delivers us out of this place, Why the same process, him sending out men, his prophets, his leaders, to warn these people, and to give instruction unto his people, being the Israelites. All right. So that's what's gonna be. Is nothing new, man. All right, under the sun, and the Lord does not change. All right, that's Ecclesiastes 1, and I want to say 9 on down, and that's also is that the book of Micah 1, Micah 3. Let me see, Malachi 3, Salakia. For I am the Lord Yahweh, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So that's good, because we know we could just refer back to the things of old and know, okay, how the Lord works, and how to be, on point with him, in line with him, how to not miss things that he may be trying to get through to us. So with all that being said, I can come back here now. So again, who sent tokens and wonders into the midst of thee, O Egypt, upon Pharaoh and upon all his servants. Now, that's what's going to happen today. All right. That's what's going to happen in these times, that meaning. All right. This is a sign. You see on the screen, this is a P.S.A. put out by the elder apostle, Ariam Lob, done with the elder brother, Slakia, Kanak, and the elder brother, P.S.A. All right. Which I can hit play on it. All right. But I want you to know this is a sign, and this is aligned with exactly what I was speaking on last night through the Spirit, how now is the time to seek the Heavenly Father, man. Because the Lord, he going to do everything that he says he's going to do, but he's given us like constant reminders, warnings, instead of just suddenly doing it. All right, so let's hit play on this so you can understand.
All right, so we live. All right, let's start off by saying Barakat Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakha Kudash. Welcome to another live lesson. The name of this one is a P.S.A. dated 10/25/2025. I'm sorry, 10/22/2025. And pretty much I'm joined with the elders P.S.A. and Kanak.
Shalom.
And I got a call from the elder Pastor roughly about a half hour ago. And, he mentioned to me how he was on his third video today, premiering. And I believe he said towards the end of his third video, he said he saw a red banner or something come up on his screen saying that his limit for uploading videos has been reached. And I was like, huh? That didn't sound right, And like I told him, I said, I can understand, StreamYard or, those other streaming processes, where it's free, so they only give you a limited amount of time. But just uploading on YouTube in general, I never heard anything like that, And he said he's not sure if it's just for the day, for the month, or whatever the case may be. So he's on Elders in Transit 3 right now. So for the time being, if brothers and few sisters that watch, if you wanna, see the Elder Apostle Tar's videos, the latest ones, you could go to Elders in Transit 3. So this is just as we were speaking about the other day, because he said the first thought that came to mind was the Elder Karatazar from Vegas, and how they just took off his page from off YouTube. No strikes, no warnings, nothing. And they said it was for spam, for deceptive tactics, and what was the third one? It was scam something. So it was just like pretty much they're doing whatever the hell they want to do.
Yeah.
And this is why Meyer Amschel Bauer, which now they're saying that he never said that. He said, give me control of a nation's money and I care not who writes its laws. And this is why every facet of media, they bought it up. The mini caps bought it up.
So that's the take that the elders, the apostle and the elder brothers went with it. That's what the Lord had them go with it. Now, I just want to go here real quick. This is Daniel 4:3, because this is a sign nonetheless. I'm going to start at 2. It says, I thought it good to shew the signs and wonders that the high God hath wrought toward me. Let me read it again. I thought it good to shew the signs and wonders that the high heavenly Father hath wrought toward me. So I'm able, through the Spirit, the Lord had me see it, like pretty much take this angle with it, and that's this being a sign, because nonetheless it's a sign, And like the elder brother Yashawamba, because I had this thought too, that because and the reason being is because we know the times we in. We know we in the beginning of sorrow, so certain things we understand can't happen unless certain things have happened, or certain things are at certain points. Now everything can speed up like that, but nonetheless, that's what caused me to think that. I'm like, well, this can't be, the end of us just yet, because, X, Y, Z, we still ain't, got to this point, just to say the least. So you see, he says right here, it usually does that if you try to load more than 10 videos in a 24-hour period, and that's pretty much my sign, my message with this. This is a warning, the Heavenly Father is allowing this to be, because imagine if that did happen. Imagine if, we were limited like that. They did start doing that, even if it was just, the elder uploading a lot of videos for the time. Depending on, regardless, um, or what it may come out to be, it's still a sign of what we know is to come, and that's the famine of the word. But it's a warning for those that, only have a way out by this word, and that's you Israelites. And you Israelites that's been appointed to teach it, to push it. And this goes into something that I was speaking on through the Spirit last night. You know, the Spirit just came upon me. So the sequence of events is crazy. You know, um, now and that was dealing with how it's time to seek the Lord. I'll just pull it up right here. Now it's time to seek. Now it's time to be seeking the Lord more than ever before. Okay, so there you go. Get right or get got and get left, and then this get dropped. You know, hours later, after this got dropped, or which was all of follow up to this. You see what I'm saying? So I was just able to see, like, dang, like, this more of a warning to the men of the Lord, and to those again that get the word by way of the Lord, to map out. You know, it's a sign. It's also a sign. It's a sign of all of that. You know, it's a sign you're gonna be struck if you don't get this. It's a sign that deliverance is on the way. It's a sign that there's gonna be a famine of hearing the word truly. So, with all that being said, I believe the elder apostle that is, Tahar was used to bring, to heighten the alertness, at least the attention. You see what I'm saying? Even if it, um, end up being, just, what I'm saying? But it's still keeping, the P's and Q's, us on our P's and Q's, what I'm saying? Barking, not being, dumb dogs and things like that, you know? Let's just be here today and go tomorrow like that. Like just how the elder brother, Karatazar, from the Vegas camp, you know, brought out, man. Was used to manifest and show, be an example of. And a completely diligent brother, on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like doing his lessons, watching, warning, edifying, you know, so forth and so on, man. Prophesying, man. And then they just take all that down, and you know what I'm saying? The Lord just, and then it's just for no apparent reason out of nowhere, it's just gone. So that's basically the point. Psalms 96:3, a call to worship the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the righteous judge. All right. It says, I'm gonna start at 1. The point is gonna be at 3. Oh, sing unto the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua a new song. Sing unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua all the earth. Sing unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Bless his name. Bless his name. Shoot forth his salvation from day to day. And his salvation is by way of his truth. You see what I'm saying? Which the men, that you see on the highways and hedges, pushing specifically, truly the those under the Great Millstone Doctrine, those of the Great Millstone Church, and its true affiliates. But it says, declare his glory, right, among the heathen, his wonders among all people. See, declare his glory among the heathen, his wonders among all people. So y'all about to get ready to Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. All right. You hearing about it, you being warned about it, you being groomed on it, if you will, before you get to see it. Because when you see it, then everyone's gonna understand. Because it's gonna be that undeniable, that unbelievable, that ground shaking it, that ground shaking. It's nothing you're gonna be able to say back. It's not gonna be, it's that powerful. And that happens when we're done speaking. The Lord is done when He has our mouth cleaved to our tongues cleaved to our mouth. This is Ezekiel 3, and I'm gonna jump to the point. I'm gonna jump to the point is in 26. I just want to see if I'm gonna read this. Okay, but anyway, this is in the NLT. This is heavy. There, son of man. I'm gonna start at 25. You will be tied with ropes, so you cannot go out among the people. This is in the NLT, man. All right. It says, and I will make the tongue, and I will make your tongue stick to the, and I will make your tongue stick to the roof of your mouth, so that you will be speechless and unable to rebuke them, for they are rebels. And that's when the Lord, because why? The Lord is ready to get them now. He don't want you to warn them anymore. You see that? This in the NLT, this in the KJV. It says, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. But when I speak with thee, I will open thy mouth, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith Yahweh Bashmi Shai. He that heareth, let him hear, and he that forbeareth, let him forbear, for they are a rebellious house. You see that? So the Lord is controlling. Your destiny is upon hearing these words, and He's controlling. And He's sitting here. The only way He don't get you, He's showing you, is by us, by the men He sends out. He controls to go out and make sure you get this word, by Him controlling everything else, by us having avenues to get it to you. So He's controlling all that. So it's Him showing you, like, look, you know, and that's why it's important for us too, because we got to do these works for ourselves. You see, those that's been put in position to do this, or you in trouble too. We got to take heed to it ourselves, or we in trouble too. And then it's just more ugly upon us. So this is the glory of Yahweh Shemiah Shah, man. This is the peace, the salvation. This is the peace of the earth and the salvation for you Israelites, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, so Psalms 96:3 declare His glory among the heathen, His wonders among all people. All right. So we making videos about this, telling you it's all type. It's a P.S.A. Hey, look, subscribe. Stuff just happening, man. You want to do this now while you can on both sides, whether you set up to teach or to listen to the teachers. For the Lord Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. See, He is to be feared above all gods. He is to be feared above all gods. So, because it's Him that's controlling the God of this world. You see what I'm saying? That He's over the so-called white man. He the Most High. All right? So that's how I know this is a sign from Yahweh Bashmi Shah, a token. So you're dealing with the last call for alcohol, because once this word is done, once we gone, that's it, man. Once you can't preach no more, that's it. The Lord ain't talking no more. This is Psalms 88, and jump to the point 10. Will thou shew wonders to the dead? Right? I'm gonna actually start at 9. Yeah, come. Mine eye mourneth by reason of affliction. Lord Yahweh, Bashmi al Shah, I have called daily upon thee. I have called daily upon thee. I have stretched out my hands unto thee. See that? So that's the state we want to be in. We're trying to reach the Lord. Get right with the Lord. Do things as pleasing unto the Lord. Show ourselves to be pleasing to the Lord. Be unto the Lord, Yahweh Bashmi Shah. show to show that we align with how Bashmi outside we believe. You know what I'm saying? To the best of our abilities. All right. But you got some that's not wow, you still can do that. Because he's not even answering everybody, you know? And he's responding how he's responding. He said, I will answer thee with judgment, I believe, roughly paraphrasing. You see what I'm saying? Bringing forth the things we saying, taking out people, things like that. And providing us with things we need, answering our prayers, having us favor, making our enemies be at peace. So we see these things, but we know there's way more of him. Are we trying to completely, have the Lord back, be back in his presence, to a more fuller state, which will be nothing but good and just all powerful to us. Before he forces, people's hands, and they gotta learn it after death by pain. You see what I'm saying? That he is that, that he him. We're trying to show we ones that understand that now. And he want people to get warned of this way of this get this the easy way if you can before he does this. You see what I'm saying? Before he takes away this way, the way to where it can be, that he has out like this. Before he takes out this way that makes it easy. You see what I'm saying? By us being able to use Esau's technology for the people, but for us first and foremost and for the people. These different platforms and stuff like that. To say we labored for the Lord, and to have gotten and obeyed the instructions of Yahweh Shema Shah. So before he just take it away, because he said he's going to take it away, right? When you go to Amos 8 and 11, and it says, behold, the days will come. I'm going to actually start at 10. I will turn your feast into mourning and all your songs into lamentation, and I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins and baldness upon every head. People going to be out here stressed, losing their mind. You see, raggedy, out of the toe up. And we telling them that now. And you can be kept from that if you take heed to what we telling you now. What's being told now before that happens. Again, a warning. We're a sign. He said, no sign shall be given unto this generation but the sign of the prophet Jonas. You see what I'm saying? Now, is the Lord contradicting himself? No, you're just not going to get what you want. You're going to get what you need. The Lord's still going to deal with signs. He's not going to give you the sign they want. He's not going to answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be like unto him. You see what I'm saying? And again, the foolishness of the Heavenly Father, though, is wiser than the wisdom of men. It's stronger than the wisdom of men. His foolishness is stronger than all men's wisdom put together. His foolishness, meaning the things that people may not understand or agree with. You see what I'm saying? Like that, in that way. But anyway, and I will make it as mourning of an only son. Lord gonna take the most dearest things from people, and the end thereof as a bitter day. And that's spiritual because that's what America means, bitter, as a bitter day. And the end thereof as a bitter day. And that's the day of the Lord. This is verse 11, a point. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. But it's put on the line of things that deal with your survival, so you can understand how vital this word is. It's like food you need for your body in order to survive and truly be able to live. It's actually above that, because man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out the mouth of God. Because if you living by that, you'll get that and the bread. But if you only got the bread, you can't get that. If you only got the physical bread, if you will. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even unto the east, and from the north even unto the east, all over. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, Bashem Yahshua, and none shall find it. And that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. All right. It says beautiful girls and strong young men will faint in the NLT in that day, thirsting for the Lord's word, thirsting for the Lord's word, thirsting for the Lord's word. People gonna be out of there, man. They not gonna find it, because we gonna be took out of here, and these are signs of this. So when we come back to the Psalms 88 and 10, and he's giving you signs now. So while we own this now, while we still can. Verse 9, mine eye mourneth by reason of affliction. Right? Because surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. Lord, I have called daily upon thee. I have stretched out my hands unto thee. Wilt thou? See, so that's it. That's how we want to be. We want to be in this stead. Because the time's going to come where you ain't going to be able to do that no more. Right? Because he going to finally reach back on a fuller level, on a clear, manifest level in front of everybody in that time when you completely need a hand. You see what I'm saying? That's why you want to be acknowledging the only hand that's going to be able to reach you in that time, before that time come. So it says, well, thou shoot wonders, and the Lord is so merciful, he's trying to give people, you Israelite, signs of that, warnings of that, before just taking that the only way to where you can be like that away. And again, that's through this truth, through the men the Lord is pushing. Same thing for us, though. It says, wilt thou shoot wonders to the dead? Shall the dead arise and praise thee, saith the Lord? See that? Shall thy loving kindness be declared in the grave, or thy faithfulness in destruction? You see? Hell no. In other words, you ain't gonna be able to. It says, shall thy wonders be known in the dark coming, and thy righteousness in the land of forgetfulness? But unto thee have I cried, O Lord, and in the morning, right, shall my prayer prevent thee. See? And in the morning shall my prayer prevent thee. All right? So it's going to keep us in good stead with how Bashem Yahshua. We're going to keep pleading, now, because you obviously can't do that in certain states, You're not going to be able to do that. You ain't going to be able to do a lesson, a video on YouTube. You can't do anymore. You can't do lessons on YouTube no more and teach the people. You can't pray to the Lord when you ain't able to pray to the Lord no more, or seek the Lord, or get the breakdown and all that, when you ain't able to do that, or do the breakdown and show the, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to do all that. So we're going to keep doing this now before those times that's going to come. You see? And it's a sign of this. So that's basically the point. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. This is Psalm 65 and 8. It says, the Spirit, verse 5, by terrible things and righteousness wilt thou answer us. It's crazy. This is what I was quoting earlier. But anyway, but I want this verse 8. They also that dwell in the uttermost lands are afraid at thy tokens. They that also dwell in the uttermost parts are afraid at thy tokens. Tokens meaning signs. All right? Which this was. Thou makest the outgoings of the morning and evening to rejoice. All right? Thou visitest the earth and waterest it. See that? Thou greatly enrichest it with the river of God, which is full of water. Thou preparest them corn when thou hast so provided for it. All right? So the Lord is he's pouring out his doctrine. He's pouring out his the proof, signs, examples of how it can be, reminders, warnings. You know what I'm saying? The appetite, like, is, Because once that's it, that's it. That's why it says he chastened us little by little because he too powerful. Because if he just did it, it'd be a wrap. You know? Wisdom of Solomon 12:1, for thy incorruptible spirits in all things, therefore chastenest thou them by little and little. Exactly. You know, the Lord can get through this in so many ways. Say the message. He's pushing the message 24/7 in so many ways. So this is the same message, just like us reading Amos 8 and 11. Just us reading John 9. I must work the works of him that sent me while this day. The night cometh when no man can work. You know, aligning with that Psalms 88. You see what I'm saying? Seeking the Lord while he may be found. You know? Because when you can't find us because we've been removed, you ain't going to be able to find the Lord. That's why we want to hold to what we got. This is a blessing. It says, therefore chastenest thou them by little and little that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance wherein they have offended, that leaving right what it all come down to. You see that? The Lord, he does that. He puts you in remembrance wherein you have offended. You know? Meaning what the source of everything. So he's putting, he gives people reminders of the source of things. You know? What everything comes down to. He reminds you of that. He puts you in remembrance of that. That leaving their wickedness, they may believe on thee, O Lord, through that warning. Through that reminder. You know? Until you get back on track and take heed. You know? So yeah, that's basically that. So I'll end that there, pretty much. I'm gonna end in Philippians 1:28 to Esau, because this is a sign to them too. So again, declare his glory, Psalms 96:3, among the heathen, right? His wonders among all people. So this was, y'all about to all find out. Y'all all, you know, regardless if you want to take heed to it, are having these warnings put to you, you know? It's happening right under people's eyes. They don't see it. You're going to realize it was a prophet among you. You're going to realize, you know, this was the way out. This is the Heavenly Father talking. You're going to realize, you know, why, you know, Noah preached for 120 years, you know? And it just didn't happen immediately. You know, and there was a lot of warning going on. Because once it happened, you know, people don't stand a chance, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's to you heathens too. All right? Once we done everything, once we out of the way, everything is gonna happen that's being said. And it's just the Lord, and it's gonna get the Lord his glory. Cause we give it, we everything we say, we saying the Lord gonna do this, Yahweh Bashmi Shah gonna do this, it's gonna be Yahweh Bashmi Shah gonna do that, and y'all gonna see it. You know, and you getting signs that he gonna do it. And these are one of them. Signs that he gonna do it. We telling you when Yahweh Bashmi Shah allow this devil to, you know, go ahead and get us up off the streets, or the Lord pulls us back in truly, however, you know, because ultimately Yahweh Bashmi Shah, however he allows it to play out, you know, or, you know, and you know, if it be, you know, just one complete way or, you know, many ways, it's gonna happen. But once it happens to where the prophets, the teachers, the apostles is not teaching no more, bringing it out no more, that, you know, this one is gonna happen. We telling y'all that. This when Yahweh Shemi Shah is gonna do it, and y'all seeing it, man. You know, and this is a sign of it. So, just by getting us out the way, so I'm gonna end this here. It's in the GNT, Philippians 1:28. You once we done, you devils gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna go down. You elite, all of y'all. This is Philippians 1:28. Don't be afraid in the GNT of your enemies. Always be courageous, right? Matter of fact, for those that ain't never heard this, to keep it on the point, you know, on the theme. Philippians 1:28 in the KJV, and nothing terrified by your adversaries, which to them is an evident token of perdition. So we don't give a damn, y'all take these channels down, man. We don't care. We gonna keep teaching to the Yahweh Shem Shah, just, make it clear that's it. And when that's it, guess what? That's why we doing what we do. We hoping for good, but we expecting good and evil, man. We expecting everything we said to come forth, and pray we be on the good side of it. We don't give a damn about y'all at this. Y'all going down. Soon as we go, soon as everybody done. So we not scared of this. We not, gonna be quiet. We not doing none of that. We not gonna hold our peace. So again, which to them is an evident token of perdition. So when they see that we ain't scared and we constantly keep pushing, they know they gonna lose. They like, yeah, there's nothing we could do. But to you of salvation and that of God, you see, everything they do, it's showing we gonna be saved, and we got the confidence to show, regardless of what they may do, regardless of what happened, we gonna keep believing in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We know we gonna be saved. We know it's a sign that He gonna save us. You see that? This is an NLT. Don't be intimidated in any way by your enemies. This will be a sign to them that they are going to be destroyed, but that you are going to be saved, even by God Himself. You see, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So yeah. However it is, if it's just the elder, he was going crazy, what I'm saying, and Esau, the platform, the shit broke or whatever, cool, that's fine, what I'm saying, but we know, all of us know, once we are, limited and to the point where we just took off, ain't even allowed to speak no more, it's over with for y'all, it's over with for this, what I'm saying. But that's why we want to take heed now, because that's just, it ain't as scary. It's just you want to know you left it all out in the field. You doing everything you can do. Like, that's it. Because ain't no darkness in the day, ain't no light in the day of the Lord, bro. You don't, what I'm saying? You want to push. That's why the elder apostle push. We all pushing, man. Supposed to be in all the ways we can. You know what I'm saying? In the only ways that may have been given to us, because everybody ain't an apostle or prophet or teacher, You're gonna be pushing on listening, pushing on support, pushing on, being a help, pushing on being, whatever way, believing, getting right, that go for all of us. Pushing on teaching, what I'm saying? Pushing on watching. But that's pretty much the point, man. So this is a P.S.A, but which is ultimately a sign, of what all is about to happen, bro. So it's a sign of all. It's a sign of you Jakes out there, for us brothers and sisters, you us brothers that's pushing, that's teaching, us men, the men of the Lord, and those that believe. And then it's a sign of the rest of you damn heathens, and it's, that what's about to happen, and to you elite. So call them like Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the bonus to the apostles over the Great Millstone Church, as well as the elder bishops and the rest of you elders in Akim Shalom. Until next time, Kwame Yashala.